This season, if you're like I am, you're on a quest for a present, for that special person. For me, it's easy. I like it when she gives me a list and I can go by that list and find the gift that she's looking for. But sometimes, even if I have a list, I'm on this search for this one thing that she's asked for. And the search can lead us through treacherous aisles of the department stores or wrestling for linens and lace with mauling mobs at the mall. It can lead us through dense jungle of toy stores where weird animals sing to us in weird voices with strange songs. And the first Christmas inspired an adventurous heart in people, some good, some not so good. Today we find an explorer's heart alive in a few men from the Orient in search for satisfaction, truth, and purpose. And these are the wise men. Look in Matthew chapter 2, verses 1 and 2. In Matthew chapter 2, we hear the story of the wise men. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him. The wise men teach us that we really do need Jesus because nothing else is going to satisfy us. Although the wise men had prestige and power in their land, even though they had recognition and respect, they were on a search for that something that was written in the pages of ancient histories from around the world. And in the midst of their quest, an answer came, a treasure map, the prophecies of God Himself. Where God promised a king who would dispel the darkness, and God promised a king who would give Himself as sacrifice for sin. Christmas means that we can be on a quest for something, and that something is found in Jesus. The wise men searched intently and purposefully for the king who could answer their life's riddle. Christmas also tells us that joy is found only in Jesus. These men who neither knew nor worshiped God rejoiced with exceeding great joy when they found the place of Christ's birth. Look at verses 9 and 10. When they heard the king, they departed, and behold, the star which they had seen in the east went before them until it came and stood over where the young child was. And when they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. Joy belongs to those who belong to God through faith in Jesus. No other quest will quench the thirst of our soul for satisfaction, peace, and hope. Only Jesus can bring us joy. And when we come to Jesus, we will be satisfied. Here's the joy of Christmas unveiled. The wise men found Jesus, and they found the treasure for which they had searched all their lives. They found the treasure, for they found their king. Look at verse 11. It says, When they came into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother. Here's what they did. They fell down and they worshiped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented gifts to him, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. By faith, like the wise men, we see Jesus for who He is. We see Him move from heaven to a manger, from a manger to a cross, and from a cross to heaven's throne. He is the God come to be with us, to give us life as ransom for our sin and a substitute for our crimes against God's holiness. When we are on a quest for purpose, for joy, for hope, for forgiveness, we must come to Jesus. And when we receive the gift of life that He offers, the gift of forgiveness through His death on the cross for our sin, when we receive Him as our greatest treasure, then we return to Him the gift of our worship. Our quest is fulfilled for the King when we meet Jesus. Christmas celebrates Jesus, the King who satisfies our soul.